Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to day 67 of journaling my journey to becoming profitable and the best version of myself. Today, we'll be going over, once again, the New York session for today. April 29th, 2026. And today, unfortunately, we ended up taking a loss. And again, today, I feel like there's another day I could have learned a lot, and I did. And I guess there was a mistake, but all at the same time, it was a decent trade, but definitely could have been better. And there's some things that I should definitely avoid going into the future. So going into the session, I was bullish. So on the 1 hour, and the 4 hour, we had these lows and this bullish gap that I wanted price to come into to look for longs, and which we did right here. This is great right here for longs, but I did not get an entry to go long. But at the same time, I kind of did. Like, price, first I wanted price to inverse this gap and then target this unfilled 5-minute gap, but price never ended up doing that. We ended up first coming into this gap, respecting it, and then pushing up into this gap, and then start going for shorts after inversing this bullish gap. And I actually ended up taking them trade on the 1 minute time frame. We ended up going into this gap. We ended up sweeping out these highs, and then we actually got an inverse fair value gap right here, and I took shorts, put my stops above here, and take my profit here. But my biggest mistake was I should have never been going for shorts after we swept out high time frame liquidity. Like, this is just way too powerful for us to be taking longs. And even like we took out 1 hour lows inside of a bullish fair value gap. That is very, very stupid of me to be taking shorts. I feel like I might have just forced this trade. I was thinking about getting off the charts, but this ended up presenting itself. I'd usually only be taking trades off of fair value gaps if we never swept out liquidity, but today we did end up sweeping out high time frame liquidity inside of a high time frame imbalance, and there was a trade to take way later into the session at 10:20 after we ended up inversing this bearish fair value gap. After we inversed it, probably could have taken a long here, put my stops below this candle, and could have targeted just a 101 or these highs right here. But that's coulda, shoulda, woulda, whatever. I could have done it, I should have done it, but I didn't do it. But it's all good. I missed out on this, but I usually am not even on the charts for that long. This trade was kind of a force, but at the same time, it wasn't too bad of a trade to take because there was some conviction out of it, and it was following my setup. It's just the only thing that threw us off, and I feel like it didn't end up working out was because we already ended up sweeping out high time frame liquidity, and it's very unlikely for us to come down, re-sweep it, and then go for a move. And holy, what is this? See, like, Nasdaq is so random. Like, out of nowhere, we're just going on a crazy bull run. And now we're at all-time highs. Like, what? Even though we did end up doing it later on into the session, but in the beginning, it's usually unlikely for us to come out and re-sweep high time frame liquidity like this. So that was my main mistake. I shouldn't have been taking shorts after we swept out high time frame liquidity, which I probably won't make again. I should only be taking trades off imbalances if we never swept out liquidity. And for us sweeping out liquidity inside of a high time frame imbalance should just be an extra confluence for us and to have more conviction in our trade. So that was my main mistake today. I'm just keep on repeating myself, but overall, I don't think it's that bad of a trade. We did have a 1 minute sweep, which is pretty insignificant. Mainly just want to be paying attention to higher time frame liquidity sweeps, which we didn't end up getting, but we were just showing really good reaction off of this imbalance, and we ended up inversing this 5-minute gap. And yeah, I think that was just the main reason this didn't end up working out. Maybe this is a decent trade to take. Also, this imbalance is pretty small. even though size doesn't usually matter. Um, you know, like yesterday's trade was super clean. Like came, swept out liquidity, and this is a big imbalance, and we showed really, really strong reaction. And off of this trade, I ended up taking the trade off of an unfilled imbalance because we never like swept out liquidity in the beginning of the session. We came down, we swept, we didn't sweep out nothing really. We just came into these bullish gaps, and I mean, you could consider this like a liquidity sweep, but at the same time, it's on the 1 minute time frame. But still some sort of manipulation. But this was just really, really clean, and we had a lot of structure above. So, that's just today's trade, today's lesson, which I probably won't make again. And I didn't really love this trade. I feel like if you don't love it, and if you're not like fiending to take it, you probably shouldn't. I wasn't like too excited to take this. It's just I feel like it could have worked out, so I ended up taking it, but it didn't. So I guess it was unnecessary. But today we ended up losing $543. We're still up on the week, up $208. Have around 1.5 left of drawdown. So I'll just keep on risking 1 mini, I think, and hopefully tomorrow goes well. Let's see. Are there any news tomorrow? Tomorrow 8:30. Yep, nothing really important. So we should be good. So that's how today's training session ended up going. Went to the gym. I actually went for a 5-mile run today, guys. I'm really locked in for the summer and getting my body in shape. 5-mile run after hitting legs today, which is kind of insane. And I ended up reading Mark chapter 5 yesterday, and it just talked about how Jesus cast out demons from a man and he put them into the pigs, which I heard a conspiracy that's like that's why pigs can't look up into the sky because they can't look up at heaven, and it's because there's demons in them, and that's what Jesus ended up doing. It was a pretty interesting chapter, learned something new, but yeah, I'm going to just keep on doing my thing, keep on staying consistent, and hopefully we end off the week strong. We're still up, just 1 for 1, so we should be good as long as we just stay consistent and take good setups and stay disciplined and follow our risk management. But anyways, that's how today ended up going. I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.